I've said it before and I'll say it again. Do not care what that tag on the inside of your clothes says in regards to size. Hi, I'm Rachel, and this is the I'm Bringing Healthy Back podcast. Today, just for your information, I am drinking a salted maple latte with a little bit of half and half in it. If that sounds weird, it sounded weird to me at first, but if you're okay with salted caramel, you should be okay with salted maple syrup, and it's really good. It's not salty. I just put a little crack of salt in there, and it's really good. So today, clothing. So especially now, there's any time of year you can have this feeling of pressure, but sometimes in the summer, it becomes almost more important because we tend to be showing off more skin, and so we tend to be a little more self-conscious about what we're wearing and how we look. And one thing that does not help is caring what size your clothing actually is. What's more important is wearing clothes that actually fit you and that you feel comfortable in. And so it can be really easy to get down on yourself if you have gained weight. There's nothing inherently bad with gaining weight, and I'm just going to leave it at that for this episode. What is not okay is trying to squeeze yourself into those clothes that no longer fit you, or you can just squeeze into them, you can just button them up, but you are so self-conscious about your body anytime you wear those clothes because they don't fit you well. There's no room for breathing. If you eat, then the food has to go somewhere in your belly and the clothes feel even snugger. And who cares what clothing size you're wearing? Unless you tell people, they don't know what size your clothes are. And yes, you know, but would you rather wear the size that you're squeezing yourself into and like you can physically, it's a physical reminder that your clothes are tighter than you want them to be? Or would it be better to just wear that one size up and there's room for you to breathe and not be just obsessed with your body every single moment that you're in those clothes? Editing Rachel here, just popping in to make a point that I forgot to make while I was recording this episode. And it's that clothing sizes vary based on brand, and they also can vary based on the fit within the same brand. So whether it's a relaxed fit or slim fit or quote regular fit or one brand versus the other. So that's another thing to make sure you don't get discouraged about, because you may be one size in one brand, one size in another brand, and that's just because there's no regulation to my knowledge about how big something is when you make it, except for if you're wearing like men's jeans or jeans brands that actually give you length versus width. And then even then, if we're talking about jeans, like Levi's jeans, you can get from Levi's, you can order your waist and your length, but depending on the rise of the jean, the waist is going to be different because your natural waist tends to be slimmer than if you get a high rise natural waist versus medium rise, which is lower than your natural waist, versus low rise, which is lower than medium rise. You are usually not the same circumference at different rises. So sizing is wild. It can be hard to gain weight, and it can be hard mentally to deal with that change, or it can be hard to be the size you are now because maybe this is not where you want to be, or this is not where you used to be, or quote, this is not where you should be. And that's okay. That is something that you can work on going forward. But until then, right now, you cannot do anything instantaneously. What you can do is clothe yourself in items that actually fit you and make you feel comfortable. And so I encourage you to size up. Size up. It doesn't matter if you go from a small to a medium, an extra small to a small. honestly, there's no value in the size of your clothing. Your value does not change based on being smaller. Your value does not change based on you being skinnier. If there are people in your life who treat you differently because of your size, that is not a reflection of you. Okay? Your value is your value regardless of if you lose the weight you want to or if you have extra weight that you don't want right now. That number or that letter on your clothing have nothing to do with your value. It is just a category of clothing to fit the size of your body. And I know in a world where we value slimness, that can be hard. But I'm here to remind you that your value does not lie in the size of your clothing. It does not lie in the size of your body, okay? So, again, I encourage you to size up. I encourage you to throw out the clothing that doesn't fit you. Those goal clothes, that goal pair of jeans, they can be a blessing to someone else. Donate them, ask a friend, ask a family member. Don't keep them as a reminder of where you are not at. Now, there may be some people out there who truly are motivated by wanting to fit into a certain size, and if that's healthy for you, I will leave you to that. I am going to stay on the other side and say, if it doesn't fit you right now, chuck it. It's just taking up extra space. It's a constant reminder that you aren't there. And buy clothing that fits you now. And I realize that there are some people who, it's expensive to buy a whole new wardrobe. And so start small. If you are someone who's like, I really need to size up, but that's expensive. Thrift, go on Poshmark, go on Amazon. It doesn't have to be, it's nice to have nice clothes. It's nice to have nice name brand clothes. It's nice to have nice, good quality clothes. But there is value in clothing yourself in what you can afford and what fits you and what flatters you. I also want to take this episode to tell you that you don't have to wear form-flattering clothing all the time. And let me explain. When I was in high school and college and just out of college, honestly, not until maybe the last few years where I really gained my body confidence back, pretty much all the way. Baggy clothing was not trending during that period of my life. And so I was also struggling with binge eating for most of this time. And so I didn't want to I wasn't overweight, but I was fluffier than I am now. And I didn't want to wear baggy clothing because I didn't want to give the impression that I was bigger than I actually was. And thank God we're in an oversized era, and I hope that kind of sticks, or maybe it's just something that as we grow up, we care less, and I don't know. But again, it comes back to what are you comfortable in, what flatters you, and honestly, what you think matters more. Are there honestly people out there judging you if you wear something a little bit bigger and you feel more comfortable in versus a bodycon dress? And there's nothing wrong with feeling confident in a form-fitting outfit, but I know I've had a time of my life where I felt like I couldn't wear loose, baggy clothing because I wanted to give the impression that I was, quote, thinner. And that was probably a lie to myself. But if I was lying to myself about how the clothes fit and the impression it gave other people, I know I'm not alone in that. And so there's nothing wrong in wearing things that are a little bit bigger. There's nothing wrong with sizing up. There's nothing wrong with fitting clothes that flatter your body versus something that's trending. And so if you are struggling with your body image, I implore you to dress your body, not just try to fit your body into the clothes. I know accepting your body is a journey, but I just want to go back to the point I made earlier that your value does not change whether you gain weight or lose weight. You may enjoy your body more if you gain weight or lose weight, one way or the other, and that's okay. But don't let clothing be something that controls your thoughts throughout your entire day. Because if you are wearing clothes that are a little too tight, again, it's a physical reminder, you're uncomfortable. And so take that weight off of your mind and wear what fits you, and know that it's okay, and know that no one else knows the size of your clothes, and clothes that fit you better might actually be more flattering on you. And go forth and conquer. Healing your relationship with food and your body image, again, it's a journey. It can take a long time. I don't have all the answers, but I'm here to encourage you, and I want to help you to be okay with where your body is right now, even if it's not where you want to end with it. So if that encouragement is something that you need, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel or the podcast, wherever you're listening. Leave me a comment if this resonated with you. I'm going to go ahead and finish my delicious salted maple latte, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for being here today.